Who is the greatest quarterback ever in history, guys? Today we're going to break down the two that are in contention for it. Tom Brady and Joe Montana. We're going to look in a non-emotional way at these two. We're going to look at a lot of facts behind them and see which quarterback is truly the greatest ever. I'll let you guys know. I hope you enjoy this. I cannot wait to share it with you guys today. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Who is Better, Bro, where we're breaking down Tom Brady versus Joe Montana, guys. We're going to look at both these and compare and contrast some of the biggest statistics, some of the biggest things out there, and see who is truly better. Is it Tom Brady that's better, or is it Joe Montana? This is a popular discussion this past year, guys. I mean, with Tom Brady winning his 5th Super Bowl ever, it's just blown up, guys. So we're going to discuss this today. We're going to find out which one's actually better. I would love to see in that comment section who you guys would love to see me break down on next week's show, you know, where I break down two athletes and put them against each other. I would love to see that. Hit a thumbs up if you enjoy this, guys. Let's get right into this. So, number one factor, how many MVPs did each win? MVP is so important, guys. I always preach it because MVP is you're the best in your league. You're the best in your sport for that season. You're the most valuable player. It's huge. So Brady has 2 MVPs. Montana has 2 as well. They tie here. It's incredible that they both, won 2 MVPs. It's so hard to do it in football because you only got, generally speaking, a 10 to 15 year career to win 2. That's amazing, guys. Number 2 factor, Super Bowl victories. Brady now has 5 Super Bowl victories, whereas Montana has 4. 4 is amazing, but 5 is one better, guys. So Brady's up now. Number 3, the amount of Pro Bowls. Brady's been to 12 Pro Bowls, guys. He's made 12 Pro Bowls. Montana, on the other hand, made 8 Pro Bowls. 8 Pro Bowls is fabulous, but Brady's still killing them, and Brady's still playing. Mind you, all these categories that Brady could go up in them, guys. He's still playing, and he's still at the top of the game for QBs. He's still maybe the best QB in the game right now, or at least one of the best. Some people say Aaron Rodgers is better. Matt Ryan won MVP last year. Cam Newton won it the year before, so some people say Brady's not the best anymore, but regardless, he's still one of the best if he's not the best right now, guys. So all these categories can move up for Brady. Number 4, Super Bowl appearances. Brady, 7. 7 times now, guys. Brady has played in the Super Bowl. Unbelievable. Montana played in 4. He won all 4. He's kind of got the Michael Jordan effect in that respect, where Jordan played in 6 NBA Finals. He won all 6. Montana, he played in 4. He won all 4. It's amazing. But bottom line is, what matters at the end of the day is how many did you go to and how many did you actually win. Brady went to more, and he also has won more already in his career. Number 5. Passing statistics I don't like to look at a lot because the game's changed a lot over the years and everybody's just putting up these ridiculous numbers. So to compare to a person from one generation versus a player versus another generation, it's unrealistic. But the one passing statistics I do like to look at is passer rating. Brady has a career passer rating of 97. Montana has 92, which is phenomenal, but once again, Brady has a 97 passer rating, guys, so it's hard not to say Brady's better than Montana. Now, we have a few other random factors to take into account here, guys, and you can kind of go both ways on these. So let's look at a few of these. So Brady obviously involved in multiple cheating scandals, whereas Montana was never involved in any cheating scandals. That doesn't mean his team did not cheat. There's a few things to take into account here, guys. Jerry Rice came out a few years back and announced that he actually used to use stickum on his gloves. That's illegal. That was a cheating tactic. But the NFL was not nearly as strict back then. Montana has said that his offensive linemen used to use a silicone spray all over their jerseys. A silicone spray so the jersey would be all slippery. So when the defensive linemen would be trying to rush, right? They would be slipping off. They couldn't get a good grip on the linemen because their jerseys were all slippery. He says his linemen used to use that all the time, guys, until they would get caught and they couldn't use it for a while or whatnot. So, the NFL is so much more strict nowadays. You got to wonder if Montana's teams played nowadays, would they have gotten caught with some of these things and been involved in cheating scandals as well, just like Brady has? You got to ask yourself, guys, those type of questions. So that's a factor to take into account. Brady had only one full season that he had a superstar receiver. You know, we're talking about a top 5 receiver in the game. He had Randy Moss for one full year. Then he got hurt the very next year. Brady did. He missed pretty much the entire season. And in the following year, Moss was only on a team for a few games, and then he actually got traded away. So Brady's only had one season in his entire career that he can say he had a superstar receiver on his squad. Whereas Montana, he played the majority of his career with, by far and away, the greatest receiver ever in NFL. I'll probably never even break down a Jerry Rice versus another receiver because Jerry Rice is so far out in front of everybody that it's unrealistic to compare Jerry Rice to anybody. And Montana had him to throw to for the majority of his NFL seasons, guys. So for that reason, I cannot go out and say, I cannot say Montana is better than Brady because, I mean, look at Brady's had crap receivers most of his career. He made receivers great. And now, one last thing to also take into account here, guys, is two more things to take into account. Brady has had all his success under Bill Belichick. Montana won Super Bowls under 2 different head coaches. So there's no head coach that can say, I made Joe Montana who Joe Montana is. No, because he's won Super Bowls under 2 different coaches. Whereas Brady, all of his success has come under Bill Belichick. And the question is, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Does Belichick make Brady so great, or does Brady make Belichick so great? We'll never really know. I mean, maybe if Brady retires and then the Patriots stink after that while Belichick's coaching them, maybe we could say, oh yeah, it was Brady. But when Brady's been out for seasons or been out for games, the Patriots just do fine. Look at this past season. The Patriots without Brady, they went 3-1 without him. The year he was out for a full season, the Patriots went 11-5. They had one of the best records in all of football, guys. So that's something to also factor in that, Montana went under multiple coaches. Brady has not proven himself to be quite as important as some people think because the team does just fine without him, honestly. The last one here, guys, up is Brady's played the majority of his seasons in the same conference, not just at the same time, but in the same conference as Peyton Manning. And this has hurt Peyton Manning's career. It's also hurt Tom Brady's career because Peyton Manning won 5 MVPs, by far the most ever. The next closest is Brett Favre with 3 MVPs. 5 MVPs. So how many MVPs would Tom Brady have had if Peyton Manning didn't play in his conference? How many? Maybe he has all of those other 5, or maybe he has a couple more in his mantle. Also, for Peyton Manning, how many Super Bowls would he have gone to, and how many Super Bowls would he have won if he didn't have to play in the same conference as Tom Brady? So you're looking at, he had to play in the conference as one of the at least top 5, if not top 3 quarterbacks ever in Peyton Manning. He had to compete against him every year. Joe Montana had no one even close to a Peyton Manning in his conference. The next best quarterback was in the opposite conference, the AFC, which was Dan Marino at that time. So Joe Montana didn't even have to deal with Dan Marino unless they played randomly. So those are some factors to take into account, guys. I gotta say Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback ever. There's no way I cannot say it. He's got more Super Bowls than Joe Montana. He's got more Super Bowl appearances than Joe Montana. He's obviously statistically he's way better, but I don't even count that. The fact that he only had a superstar receiver for one season ever in his career, guys, there's no way I can possibly put Joe Montana ahead of him. There's no way, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this today. Do you guys think Tom Brady's the best? Do you think Joe Montana's the best? I would love to hear from you guys on this whole debate here. And also, let me know what 2 players you would love to see me break down on next week's video, guys. I would love to do a new one for you. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you just came across the Who Is It Better Bro channel, you may want to subscribe. We talk about athletes every single week. We break them down, the greatest of all time, guys. We try to figure that out. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.